Hello, you're welcome back to Ecstatic Health World. If you are new here, my name is Esther, and in this channel I'll be exploring on the things you need to do and how to do them when it comes to healthy living. I mean your overall well-being health-wise, and that's naturally. Please mark my word, naturally. So are you there? You are looking for remedies so as to get back to your feet health-wise, or it has not even occurred to you that you living healthy is right in your hand? Then you are in the right place. And may I bring to your notice, you can become your own doctor without having to frequent the hospital. So if you don't want to miss out, sit back, grab a cup of coffee, and let's dive into today's special. In today's video, I'll be telling you 7 secrets of cooking and eating healthy. Are you ready? Let's go. The very first thing you should put into consideration if you want to achieve cooking and eating healthy food is shopping healthy foods. Your cooking and eating healthy food starts from you shopping healthy food.
For instance, when you go for shopping, you can choose the reduced or low-fat version of a food like milk, cheese, yogurt, salad dressings, and gravies, instead of those having high quantity of fat. Here are some things you should put into consideration while going for shopping. The first thing I would suggest is you make a list of things you need to buy in order to avoid going to buy things you didn't plan to buy. Choose real food such as 100% fruit juice or 100% whole grain items with as little processing and as few additives as possible. Stay clear of food with cartons on the label that are targeted to children. If you don't want your kids eating junk food, don't have them in your house. Limit your purchase of canned and dry food such as canned vegetables, canned fruits and beans. Whenever possible, choose vegetables without added salt and fruits packed in juice. The second one is low-fat cooking. Low-fat diets are intended to reduce the occurrence of conditions such as heart disease and obesity. For weight loss, they perform similarly to a low-carbohydrate diet since macronutrient composition does not determine weight loss success. Low-fat cooking method includes broiling, grilling, roasting, baking, microwaving, and steaming. Even more. The more preferable way to cook your food is to cook in liquids like water, stock, lemon juice, and more. If you need to use oil, try using the spray method or apply a small amount of oil with a pastry brush. Here are a few techniques you can incorporate if you want to achieve low-fat cooking. Add low-fat free condiments in food such as salad dressing, mayonnaise, cream cheese, peanut butter, and more. Trim all visible fat from meats and remove skin from chicken after cooking to keep more moisture in the meat. Replace whole eggs in recipes with 1/4 cup egg substitutes or 2 egg whites for every whole egg. Use 1% or skim milk in place of whole milk recipes. Eat more of fish and chicken breast. Eat more of fruits and vegetables. Season food with herbs, spices, lemon juice, and more, rather than butter, creams, and sauces. The third one on our list is retaining the nutrients. Water-soluble vitamins are delicate and easily destroyed during preparation and cooking. Therefore, To minimize nutrient losses, you can decide to scrub vegetables rather than peel them because most of the vegetable nutrients are found close to the skin. Instead of boiling your vegetables, you can steam or microwave them. The 3 R's for nutrient presentation are to reduce the amount of water used in cooking, reduce the cooking time, and reduce surface area of food that are exposed. Waterless cooking, pressure cooking, steaming, stir-frying, and microwaving are least destructive of nutrients. Frozen vegetables can be steamed. Refrigerate immediately all cooked food that are not going to be eaten right away. Keep all fresh, cut, and cooked foods well wrapped to reduce exposure to air. Milk and bread should be kept in an opaque container to prevent destruction of riboflavin and vitamins A and D. In general, the longer food is stored in refrigerator, freezer, or cupboard, the greater the nutrient losses. You can cut losses and significantly increase your nutrient intake by the care you take in choosing, storing, and cooking foods. The 4th one is cutting down salt. Salt is a common flavor enhancer, but research suggests that a high salt diet can contribute to a range of health problems, including high blood pressure, and have suggested to reduce the intake of salt. Salt is a natural resource found everywhere, from the ocean to our tears. It's tasty and it can be really cheap to buy, but like many things, too much salt isn't great, especially for our health. Eating too much salt can contribute to high blood pressure, which is linked to conditions like heart failure and heart attack, kidney problems, fluid retention, stroke, and osteoporosis. Good news for those who think they are naturally a salt eater. The taste for salty food is learned rather than built in. It's impossible to retrain your taste bud to like foods with less salt in them. It will just take a little time. Most people with high blood pressure don't display any symptoms, so it is important to get your blood pressure checked regularly. If you don't have high blood pressure, reducing salt along with getting regular physical activities, moderating alcohol intake, quitting smoking, and reducing stress might help manage it, reducing the risk of damage to your body. Try these tips for eating less salt. Avoid adding salt at the table. You could even leave the salt grinder in the cupboard. Flavor your cooking with a variety of herbs and spices. You can go for packaged and canned food labeled no added salt, low salt, or salt reduced. Eat mostly fresh food instead of processed food, which tends to be high in added salt. Don't automatically add salt to your food. Test it first and then gradually add salt if need be. And the 5th one is cutting down sugar. Very important. Having sugary foods and drinks too often can cause tooth decay, especially if you are having them between meals. Many foods that contain added sugar can also be high in calories, so cutting down could help you control your weight. There is evidence to suggest that consuming too much sugar can impact your cognitive abilities. A study at UCLA found that a high fructose diet could negatively affect your learning and memory by causing insulin resistance, which can damage communication between brain cells. Sugar may also increase inflammatory stress on the brain and interfere with brain waves, making it harder to think clearly. Eat foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids such as salmon, nuts, seeds, and healthy oil to give your brain the support it needs. Your digestive tract will thank you for cutting down sugar. The white stuff inflames the stomach, ferments in the gut, and doesn't digest efficiently because it can't be broken down into nutrients other than simple glucose. Keeping tabs on how much sugar you are taking is an important part of a healthy lifestyle, especially if you have been diagnosed with diabetes or pre-diabetes. The empty calories from added sugar in desserts, some drinks, and candy can lead to weight gain and spikes in blood glucose level. Get started cutting down on sugar with these tips. Cut down the amount of sugar added to things you eat or drink regularly, like cereal, pancakes, coffee, or tea. Water is best, but if you want something sweet to drink or are trying to lose weight, diet drink can be a better choice than sugary drinks. Enhance food with spices instead of sugar. Try ginger, cinnamon, or nutmeg. Try extracts. Instead of adding sugar in recipes, use extracts like almond, vanilla, orange, or lemon. The sixth one is skipping breakfast. Don't skip breakfast. Breakfast is often called the most important meal of the day, and that's for a good reason. As the name suggests, breakfast breaks the overnight fasting period. It replenishes your supply of glucose to boost your energy levels alertness, while also providing other essential nutrients required for good health. Some people skip breakfast because they think it will help them lose weight. But missing meals does not help us lose weight, and it isn't good for us because we can miss out on essential nutrients. Breakfast can help give us the energy we need to face the day, as well as some of the vitamins and minerals we need for good health. Some people train their bodies to not want breakfast because they are in a hurry for work. The brain needs glucose to survive through the night, and sometimes there isn't enough stored glycogen in the liver to maintain adequate blood glucose levels. Dr. Barry Sears, the president of the non-profit Inflammation Research Foundation, says, by having breakfast, you refuel the liver glycogen levels so that the cortisol level can decrease. If you don't eat breakfast, then cortisol levels will continue to increase to maintain blood glucose levels, eventually causing insulin resistance that makes you more hungry throughout the day. A holistic nutritionist, Christy Acuna, explains that this can result in hypoglycemia down the road. The body needs to be fed food regularly in order to maintain healthy levels of immune cells that fight infections. We live very stressful lives today, and it's very important to support the demands that we put on our bodies. This means that we need fuel up for at least 3 meals per day, with breakfast being the most important start. And the last one for today is sandwich suggestion. Hey, are you there, lover of sandwich? It's your turn. Eating healthy food does not mean you give up your favorites. To make a sandwich even healthier, you can switch to reduced salt wholemeal or whole grain bread. Use plenty of vegetables or salad fillings. You won't even miss butter if your sandwich has a few tasty ingredients already. Fish is high in protein, low in fat, and loaded with essential omega-3 fatty acids. And it helps to reduce high blood pressure. Try to reduce use of processed meats. Instead, you can use fish. So, in a nutshell, you are what you eat. If you want to cook and eat healthy, then after today's section, you can start incorporating this in your day-to-day activities. I bet you you are good to go.
So I have come to the end of today's section. If you like this video, do well to click on the like button, turn on your notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos. Comment down below whatever you think about this video. Or if you have any question, put it down. I will look into that. Then subscribe. Hit the subscription button. Thank you for listening to me, and see you in my next video. Bye.